For 67 days, 33 men lived almost half a mile underground, without sunlight, fresh air, or any real certainty that anyone was even searching for them. They were trapped inside a collapsed mine with food for only 3 days, and once the last light went out, the earth became their prison. Survival was no longer about escaping. It was about not turning on each other. On August 5, 2010, the San José copper and gold mine in northern Chile collapsed without warning. The collapse was violent as rock burst inward. Dust filled the air so thick it wiped out visibility. Tunnels gave way, and escape routes disappeared within seconds. The 33 miners ran downward instead of up, because up no longer existed. Behind them, more than 700,000 tons of rock sealed the only exit, trapping them 2,300 feet underground. Above ground, the mine fell silent, and then rescue efforts stopped entirely. Underground, the miners gathered in an emergency shelter that was never designed for long-term survival. It held a small water supply, a limited amount of canned tuna, crackers, and milk, and equipment meant only for short emergencies. When they took inventory, they realized they had 3 days of food, no communication, and no guarantee of airflow. Underground temperatures climbed above 95 degrees Fahrenheit, or 35 degrees Celsius. Humidity neared 100%. Sweat never dried, skin softened, and infections spread easily. Tensions rose as some men argued, some prayed, some shouted, and others withdrew into silence. Then one decision changed everything. Luis Urzua, the shift foreman, took control. Not because he was the strongest, but because chaos would kill them faster than hunger. He immediately rationed food to 1 spoonful of tuna every 48 hours and a single sip of milk every 3 days. With no exceptions. He set sleeping rotations, work schedules, and responsibilities, forcing structure into a place where time no longer existed. Some miners resisted, but they were ignored. As days passed, their minds began to betray them. Darkness warped depth perception. Silence magnified thoughts. Heat destroyed patience, and arguments erupted. One miner broke down emotionally and had to be restrained, while others hallucinated the sound of drilling that was not there. Hunger was not what threatened to kill them. Despair was. To survive, they recreated normal life. They named sections of the shelter, followed strict routines, exercised to prevent muscle loss, appointed one miner as a medic, another to organize prayers, and another to record daily events in a notebook as proof that they still existed. Above ground, rescue teams drilled blindly, missing again and again as days passed, while families camped at the mine entrance, unsure whether to hope or mourn. After 17 days, a drill finally reached them, and a note wrapped around the drill bit came back up reading, "We are well in the shelter," signed by the 33. The world breathed again. The miners cried, but rescue was still months away. Knowing help was possible did not make survival easier. Their food ran out completely. Air circulation became unreliable, and heat increased as equipment was powered. They were told they would have to wait months before extraction could begin. Panic returned, but this time it was quieter, and they learned patience on a scale few humans ever experience. On October 13, 2010, after 67 days underground, the rescue capsule finally descended and lifted the miners to the surface one by one. Some wept, some smiled, and some said nothing as the earth slowly released them. Survival did not end neatly for everyone, as some struggled with lasting trauma, but all 33 survived. The mine remains closed, and the shelter still sits deep underground as a reminder that survival is not always about strength or luck, but about restraint, cooperation, and leadership under pressure, and that sometimes the greatest danger is not the earth collapsing, but the people trapped inside failing to hold together. If stories like this matter to you, consider supporting the channel, liking the video, subscribing, and joining us for more true stories of survival endurance, and the extraordinary limits of the human spirit.